nice to touch base with people like Les again. We don't see each other too often, do we? Maybe
it's been quite a few
maybe
years.
A game or so every now and again. But
yeah,
really nice and good to be back. And we're just seeing the change in the cottage.
We're just bringing out all the old stories and everything. What used to go on, you know, and all the jokes and.
We tell the same jokes the same way. We still laugh.
Right, Mitch, we'll knock the ball up to you.
Well, Ken was here a long time before me, and it's changed tremendous in the period that I was here, so in Ken's case even more so.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're standing outside the Riverside stand now. When I first came here, it wasn't even a stand here. It was just a great big high terrace.
The cup run, which I don't think anybody expected was going to happen, and probably unless we referenced it earlier in the discussion we're having. But when you think about it, we played 12 games, so that's a record. It never ever be repeated because you can't have replays. I mean, we played Notts Forest 4 times, Hull 3 times.
Yeah,
we had a great semi-final replay as well. So
yeah.
I think we probably deserved it on merit, didn't we? just to get there.
More now, yeah. Sometimes you need luck and things like that, and we didn't play well that game, but we got the goal and took us through.
What do you remember about the goal itself?
I only remember that Jimmy Conway had a race with their goalkeeper to get to the ball first, and Jim got there first and squared it to me, and I just had to tap it in. I couldn't believe there was an empty net, that was it.
Yeah. Could have missed it, Les, couldn't you?
It was hard at the miss, and it was the score.
Good job you didn't know,
yeah.
First goal, it's a personal thing. You look at it and you go, most people, great goal, meant an awful lot. Hillsborough, and we were on a bit of a roll at that time, and then we played the second game, which was at Man City. Completely different game. Birmingham were probably the better side, but defensively we were very strong. And it was one of those cold nights, and we went to extra time, and then we're in injury time. And I think the next game would have been another replay. Would have been at Arsenal, and I think all our minds were kind of well, that's it now. And it was just a long ball hit in by Alan Slough, and it was going over my head. And it's just one of those instinct things. I just think, well, I'm sure there's somebody behind us, because I didn't know. And I just thought, well, I'll just turn and go in the box. And there was John Dowie had got up there with us, and he headed it back across the goal and just managed to get ahead of the centre half and toe poked against the keeper, hit him, come back, hit me knee, chest, and went in. And we were saying, I don't think it hit the back of the net, did it?
No, just about it over the line.
Yeah, and that was it. Fulham at Wembley first time, party, the whole thing. I mean, it was just that was a great experience. Great experience. Yeah.
Getting beat was disappointing, because I thought we were a better side than we showed on the day. I mean, we had some very, very good players in that squad, and I thought we might do it, but unfortunately it went the other way.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Well, on the day, we didn't actually perform as the boys had played previously, and there was the ability in the side, definitely. But on the day, it just didn't happen for them. But as a collective group of lads, you wouldn't have got a nicer lot of people, and they're all still together today. So that's proved that they had long time, friendships.
That year, I was still youth team coach. We had lots of players come through. In fact, could almost pick a side. In about 4 years of players that came through: the Digweeds, the Gales, the Strongs, the Frasers,
Yeah, plenty, didn't you?
Stevie Scrivens, Paul Parker's, some very, very good players. Such nice guys as well, and I still see them now. And Tony Gale, he's involved in lots of things. He invites me to lots of dinners, and it's Strongy. If you ever want to come to Fulham, Strongy's always there to make sure you get looked after well.
I wouldn't think there's many clubs who've got the length of ex-players involved with the club still. Whenever you come, there's always lots of lads that have been here 20, 30 years. It's fantastic, and still going on. So there must be something special about Fulham that lads want to stay associated to. It's fantastic, really, and they've always been good to the staff. So I think that's, for my money, is says volumes for the people, really, what they've done for the club. He was a fantastic manager in respect of man management. He knew how to get the best out of people. He knew when to give them a bit of a rollicking, and he was very good at putting his arm around people. He was just a top man for managing a football club. He then got coaches to do the other side of it. Of his time in life at that time, he was just exceptional for getting the best out of people.
He was, because he used to trust you. I mean, when I was doing the youth team, he'd come the end of the season, he'd say, "Well, you tell me who we've got to sign. You know them better than I do." And whoever you said, Alec did it. He took the players. But he was the best manager I ever worked with. But like John said, he not as a coach, as man management, he was marvellous.
Well, he was ex-army, tank commander, and very proud of that. And I think he adapted the army life into football. I mean, he was quite regimental. I mean, early days I played for him at Queen's Park Rangers, and before I went out in the mornings I would think, am I tidy enough? Will Alec, accept what I'm wearing today? And that's how he was. And I think most of the lads, he had that same effect on them.
But he used to love to talk football, Alec. And I mean, on a Sunday morning, John and Bill Taylor and Terry Medwin when he was there, and myself and Mullers when he came by, he would ring up and say, "Can you come over for a meeting at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning?" And it was nothing. He just wanted to talk. He'd go up there and have a gin and tonic and talk about football, and that was Alec.
That was his life. Yeah, fantastic man like that.